shit back. No care, man. No care, man. So what? Say for the money come out now, they show party man. Go, go. Gunshot is the solution. If the one with current beats, in our island. No homosexual, my friend, no mama, man. Come on. See woman, no one on we want some. If I'm back, me no want none, but it is the still one. In a trust now, yes, my friend, Jamaica, put that legalized gun. Still party man would be the greatest one.
Right, checking this chick out. So there's a reason why I play that music at the start of the video. And if you don't know what a Mama Man is, a Mama Man is a Batty Man, yeah. So what am I getting at by saying this? Well, so we all know that Arthur Yarde, no, Anthony Yarde versus Beterbiev fight is coming this weekend, and I've watched all the build up. I watched the public workout yesterday, and not even just the public workout, just the interviews and commentary leading up to all the fight talk and that. And these people are like, these people go on. Like this Arthur Beterbiev dude, right? Is just, I don't know. But like they always talk about how frightening he is, how frightening he looks, how scary he looks, and all this stuff. All these fucking what's the word? All this stupid, submissive cook talk. These people are cooks. If you don't know what a cook is, yeah. If you don't know what a cook hole is, that's the correct term. Go look it up, okay? Like, bro, like why do these people keep talking about how scary a man looks and all this, and like, oh, he's just so solid. Look at him, he's just solid. He's so scary. Yeah, blah blah blah. Man, you not fucking. What the fuck are you not fucking talking about, man? Right, these are the same people that go on about the size of a fighter's legs. Talk about how these same people talk about how big Anthony Joshua's legs are and all this weird talk, man. That shit's weird to me. That's like really weird. Like, we're not in a bodybuilding show. We're not in a bodybuilding show where where every single body part is getting judged apart from the size of your dick. Yeah. Bodybuilding shows, you're on there basically in a fucking thong. Yeah. They pretty much naked, doing poses where everybody can see everything, right? Now, boxing is not a bodybuilding show, right? But I want to keep talking about this weird shit, bro. Like, that shit's weird to me. Like, oh, it's so frightening. Like, I was standing next to him and I just felt, such a weird, man, shut the fuck up, man. You fucking weirdos. These are the same people, bro. All that submissive beta male talk, all that kind of shit, yeah. Bro, listen, these are the same dudes that will let another man fuck their wife. They will allow their wife to fuck another man while they're watching. Right? These are the type of men I'm talking about, bro. These are the type of men that would. They would allow their wife or their girlfriend to fuck another man in front of them. Trust me. And you'll be surprised how many cuckolds there are out there. How many of these cook men are out here? Right? You'll be surprised. There's quite a few. Right? I've had experience in it. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Right? But anyway, let's not really get into that. Now, I'm not saying I've been the cook. I'm not talking about. I'm not no cook. But like, so I've had experience of doing what I just said. Well, not for my girl, for me, for me watching. It's been the other way around. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that aside, it's thought I had to get it out there. It's been really annoying. I just people to worship the next man. But anyway, let's talk about the fight. Now, everybody seems to be writing off Anthony Yarde, okay? Just for his, for his lack of experience and all this stuff. And these people are so sold on how scary, Yarde Beterbiev. Like, what's so scary about him, bro? Like, he's a dude with a foreign accent, and he's got black hair and a black beard. Like, what is it? Is that amazing? Is that what it is? Is it the foreign accent and the black hair? Like, what is it? I don't know what it is personally, but whatever. So a lot of people are writing Anthony Yarde off. Me personally, I'm not writing him off. My heart wants him to win, right? Especially when you can relate to somebody, like how it was growing up, being a certain life. I relate to Anthony Yarde 100%. All right. What you gotta do is listen to some of his talks growing up as a in his childhood year, teenage years, all that stuff. Go listen to that. The same shit happened to me. You know what I mean? Reading through the same kind of shit. So I relate to him fully on that. Yeah. So I'm, in my heart I want him to win. In my head I think he can win. Right? I really do. But there's certain things I'm concerned over. Right? We all know like how Anthony Yarde, like, he likes to look cute in there. Now what do I mean by cute? He likes to employ the shoulder roll. That shoulder defense. He likes to do that a lot, and to be honest, I see him do that and he does get caught. I would say at least half the time he does it, he gets caught. Now for me, that's not a good ratio. I think about it, hasn't been, he's been getting caught by of lesser caliber opponents. He's been getting caught. Okay. Again, you look at the Kovalev fight. He was willing just to keep walking through them jabs. Kovalev was jabbing his head off all night. Okay. So to me, if he's gonna go in there looking cute, I'm not too sure whether that's gonna work or not. Now I'm thinking, has Yarde Beterbiev, has he been in with somebody who fights the same style as Anthony Yarde? I don't think he has. So who knows? That cute style may completely throw off Yarde Beterbiev. He may throw him off, and he may all that shoulder roll stuff, that may actually work. It may work, and if he tightens up his defense, it may work. I don't know, but for me, I think his defense has to be key on this one. I think that's what it is. Not so much what he can do on his attack. His defense has to be on point. So I don't know what kind of style he's gonna go in there doing. I don't know if he's gonna be more tucked up, or he's gonna stay, or he's gonna try and stay. I don't know what he's gonna do. Like, is he gonna be happy to get backed up on the ropes and doing all that shoulder roller movement, all that work? I don't know. Again, I've seen him get caught numerous times taking shots with that shoulder roll. Right? I'm not saying he took real damage, but I'm not saying he took real damage with them shots, but you're going up against a guy who's got hard hitting hands. Beterbiev got hard hitting hands, right? So I don't know. So there's some big question marks about it. Okay. Again, that style may actually work against him, or it may be his undoing. So, it's hard for me to call the fight. People think it's gonna be all these comments what I see, bro. People just think that Beterbiev is just gonna walk through the guy. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Because we know Yarde will go out on his shield. We know this already. I think Yarde's a tough guy. Yeah, we can talk about Yarde getting knocked out by the jab by Beterbiev that time, but the dude was completely spent. He was completely gassed. And trust me, anyone who's boxed before, I've boxed, right? If someone's got a stiff jab and they catch you flush on that, yeah, if they catch you flush, right, bang in the middle there, and you're already tired, bro, you're going down. I'm sorry, you're going down, or you're gonna really feel it, right? I know. All right. Now, I've watched some of Beterbiev's fights. He doesn't use his jab a lot. He's more of a short range fighter. He doesn't really use his jab too much. He'll let you come in. He'll let you get some work off, and then he'll get his work off too. So if you're in the middle of exchange with him, I don't know, again, like, if Anthony Yarde goes in, yeah, looking to exchange in the middle, to me, it's going to be a 50-50 fight. Because someone's going to get hurt. I don't know which one, because both got power. So, I don't know. Also, what I've seen from Yarde, some of his punches, you'll throw a lot of punches, right? He likes to leap in with the left hook. I've seen him do that a few times. Leap in with the left hook, or throw some left hooks. But a lot of the time, they're not always really powerful shots. So, and also when you're fighting, every shot doesn't have to be hard. You can throw a couple of softer shots, and then bring in a nice hard shot. That's what that's part of boxing. You can do that. But I feel that if he tries to do that with Beterbiev, I don't really think that's the right thing to do. So I think he's going to have to be more economical in his work. He's going to have to be more economical in his punches. I don't want to see him throwing no Peter Pan punches. Don't really want to be seeing that. But I think his defense has to be on point, bro. He can't be willing He can't be willing to potentially be taking too many shots to get into range to let his shots off. Again, this guy's got some serious power, so yeah, I don't know if I want to see him do that. I feel that, and well, a lot of the pundits out here, a lot of them say that he's got to start early, really go for it early. Okay, then, but what's the risk by doing that? Well, the risk is gassing himself out. So if he goes to put the hurt on him early, and Beterbiev is still in there, now what? Now you've got 6-7 rounds where you're trying to conserve energy, and Beterbiev won't let you do that. He won't let you do that. He will come for you. So I don't necessarily think it's about he's gonna go in there and just go for it in the first half of the round fight. I don't necessarily believe that. I think he should systematically try and break the guy down. Because but Beterbiev, that's what he does. He breaks people down. So that's what I reckon. That's what I reckon Anthony Yarde's got to do. He's got to break him down, and if any, that's what I reckon. He's just got to break him down and slowly build up. That's what I reckon. Not start off too slow, but we don't want to be, you don't want to be throwing the kitchen sink within the first 4 or 5 rounds. I don't think that's going to work out for him, to be honest. I really don't. A lot of people want Anthony Yarde to lose. They don't like confident. A lot of people do not like confident, melanated men in sports or just in general. They just don't. And that's just the fact. So I'll say that again. I ain't afraid to say it. A lot of non-melanated people do not like confident, strong, melanated people. Just don't. Okay? And if that doesn't apply to any non-melanated people out there, then that's cool. If it don't apply, let it fly. That's what I'm saying. But that's the pattern what I've seen. We see that with Eubank. We've seen that with Floyd Mayweather. We've seen that with Deontay Wilder. What have all these people got in common? They're all melanated. They're all confident. They're all strong. They're all successful. But whatever. But I'm going to talk about the Eubank fight. I know. I'll talk about the Eubank fight in no video. But yeah. And but going back to the defense of Anthony Yarde. There's only a couple of people that can pull off that shoulder roll, right, and be successful with it. And that was Floyd Mayweather. And who did he learn that off, really? Floyd, I'm sure he learned that off, like, was it Pernell Whitaker? I can't remember. And I know Tarver used to do the shoulder roll and that, all that stuff. So again, there's only a couple people who can really do that kind of style and get away with it. And I'm not a believer of trying to copy someone else's style, But again, people want to put on the show. Anthony Yarde's a showman. He has to put on the show. So he looks good doing that against lower, he looks good doing that against opponents. He does look good doing it. He looks good. As long as you don't pay for it severely, then it looks good. But I don't. Again, if he does do that, it's either going to go horribly wrong, real quick, or it might actually work in his favor. I don't know. I really don't know. Can't even guess. So I think again, if Anthony Yarde's defense is on point, I feel that the rest of his attributes will carry him through and he can get the win. Because I have to Beterbiev has been dropped a few times, but the fighters who dropped him didn't have the balls to go and finish him. That's the difference. Anthony Yarde's got the balls to go and finish a guy. Now, if he does try and do that, hopefully he's learned from the Kovalev fight not to completely drain himself. So if he does hurt Artur Beterbiev, he's got to be calculated on how he tries to get him out of there. If anything, he's got to take his time. But don't take your time like fucking, what's his name? Callum Johnson. Callum Johnson literally barely threw a punch after he dropped Beterbiev. And when I see things like that, bro, again, boxing is corrupt. A lot of the fights are rigged. Okay. So, you know, when I see stuff like that, it makes me wonder, why didn't he step on the gas? Why did he literally barely throw one or two? He barely threw a couple of punches after knocking Yarde Beterbiev down. The guy got up and he's shaky. He should have jumped on him. He completely backed off. That makes me think somebody's, again, I could look at that and think that was probably rigged. Because Callum Johnson weren't meant to win that fight. All the hype was around Beterbiev beating his champion. You know what I mean? The hype was behind him, the money's behind him. He's backed by ESPN. You know what I mean? Go look at the what's his name? The Danny Dubois fight, his last fight against Lorena, right? Lorena had him fucked up, right? He dropped him a few times in a round or whatever it was, and then the next round he didn't do fuck all, nothing. So again, and at that stage of Dubois' career, he's not meant. He can't take another loss against a cruiserweight coming up. That tells me that fight was rigged anyway, and I'm not the only person who thought that the Dubois and Lorena fight was rigged. A lot of people were saying it on YouTube, and I believe it, and I do wholeheartedly believe that was rigged. Lorena caught him with a nice shot, put him down. Probably wasn't meant to get put down, but he caught with a nice shot, put him down, and he completely stopped throwing afterwards. And then all of a sudden, if he ain't got an uppercut or whatever it was, fucked him up. And then I think the referee stopped it eventually, but whatever anyway. So yeah. But yeah, I was went a bit of a tangent there anyway, but yeah. The defense is key for Andy Yarde. If his defense is on point, he can win this fight 100%. And we'll see what happens. But generally, we can't. I'm not writing Andy Yarde off at all. Not just because I want him to win. I just believe that Andy Yarde's got some great attributes that I don't think Yarde Beterbiev has necessarily come up against yet in the professional ranks. So we'll see what happens. And with that, I'm out.